Hola chicos y chicas y bienvenidos a otra lección de Español 2. Hoy es jueves, el 9 de abril, y hoy ustedes van a practicar con el vocabulario sobre de compras y sobre de ir al supermercado y también a las otras tiendas a ver que lo que van a hacer hoy. All right, so good morning, guys. Let's look at what you're going to be doing today. Talk about going shopping at the grocery store, going to stores, different things, learning new vocab, and we even have a little project, fun little project that you're going to do this next week. So you're going to get a chance to start it today, over the weekend, and work on it this next week. So let's look. It is Thursday, April 9th. Let's go into our lesson. So you're going to check in, and it says leave a Spanish greeting, but don't just use hola. All right, and reply to somebody else's greeting. Okay. Then you're going to do the unit 5A and 5B. Watch this. I'm just going to switch these up a little bit. Boom. 5A and 5B vocabulary practices, so you still remember. You have a couple of listening activities over the 5B vocabulary that you're learning. And then you're going to get into your project, and we're going to discuss that 1 second. And then your lesson reflection is, what is the name of the food or recipe that you're going to do for your project? So let's talk about your project. All right, what is this all about? It's good times, good times. I watched my son do this just the other day, and he did a really good job on it. And now here we go. It's coming. And we're waiting. And we're still waiting. Sometimes the internet's slower than we want it to be. All right, so Unit 5, Proyecto sobre la Comida. So we have things that you're going to do today, which is the 9th, and next Tuesday, and I'll show you the due dates. So objectives: this project will maximize students' knowledge on food vocabulary and grammar concepts learned in this unit. Here's a hint, guys. We're not even talking about preterite or imperfect here, so that's the good thing. You just go through the steps of what you do to make a recipe. All right, got a little noise behind me as I'm recording this. Somebody's on their motorcycle. That's awesome. Un motocicleta. All right. A little backfire there. They may want to check their spark plugs. All right, so please read this project carefully. All right, objective: the food project was designed to allow students to make their own menu in Espanol with their favorite foods due to the circumstances. It doesn't need to be a Hispanic recipe. Your favorite recipe, not a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, not a Hot Pocket. That's not a recipe. Something you actually have to put together. It can be simple, but something you actually have to put together. You can choose either breakfast, lunch, or dinner, desserts, or appetizers. The project will maximize your knowledge on food vocabulary and grammar concepts learned in this unit. This is a presentational communication project that will be evaluated. Have fun and be creative. Okay? Use Google Translate. Use SpanishDict.com to help you with these things, guys. Use the vocabulary that we had. Introducción. So steps. Part 1. Step 1. Introducción a la comida y el origen. So introduction to the food and its origin. Select a family dish or food from around the world and answer these following questions. So you're going to make a Google Doc and you're going to answer these questions. ¿Cómo se llama la comida? ¿Cuáles son los ingredientes de la comida? So you're going to write out detailed recipe. Here's what you're going to be doing. ¿Es buena o mala para la salud y por qué? Is it good? Is it bad for your health? It's okay if it's not great for your health. You know, maybe it's not great for your health porque tiene muchas calorías. Does it have a lot of calories? Mucha grasa. Some foods have a lot of fats in them. Not the greatest. Okay? But that's okay. We like stuff that every now and then that's not good for your health. ¿De dónde es la comida? Where is it from? Where did you get this from? ¿Cuáles son las influencias culturales de la comida? What are some cultural influences of your food that you chose? I mean, it could have some German influence. It could have some northern United States influence. Mexican influence, whatever it is. ¿Qué representa esta comida para ti y tu familia? What does this food represent for you and your family? All right, is it something that you do like once a week or every now and then? It's like a special treat. And then part 2 is again written, is la receta, is your recipe. Write out 5 minimum to 10 maximum steps explaining how you make this, okay? Everything must be written in Spanish, okay? And you can read this. And then the second part, and this is the big part, is la presentación. Record yourself presenting your recipe in Spanish. The time limit is between 2 and 3 minutes. All right, a brief explanation of where this recipe comes from. All right, why did you choose this dish? Step-by-step walkthrough of how you make the dish. And all captions that you make must be in Spanish, and yes, you have to speak. So my son did this the other day, and he recorded himself making la pollo verde, okay, chicken de salsa verde, pollo de salsa verde, and he went through and showed himself making this and explained it out in Spanish exactly how you make it, and it was a real simple thing, okay? So let me show you. So steps 1 and 2, where you talk about the food and its origin and answer these questions and the recipe. You're doing that on a Google Doc, and I'll show you here in 1 second to where to turn that in. And then the third part is the presentation, where you record yourself, and there's a separate place where you turn that in. Let me show you those, but let's go over due dates. So step 1 and 2 is due next Thursday. Today is Thursday. You have a week to get that done. Step 3 is due next Friday. So you have time to get this done. All right. So read this information about complicated recipe, okay, and everything. Here's an example of Miss Conger doing it. And then here's the rubric. Let me show you, okay, where you turn these things in, and then we'll be done for today. All right, so let's go back to Unit 5B. And if you look, you have a Proyecto sobre la Comida folder. You open it up. In this first part, this is where you'll turn in your presentation. Okay, and it has all of that, and it has the Google Doc I just explained again. And then the second assignment is where you'll turn in steps 1, 2, Proyecto sobre la Comida, steps 1 and 2, submission. Create a Google Doc, answer those questions, explain your recipe in writing, okay, and you'll turn it in here. Guys, if you have any questions, shoot me an email, let me know, and we will get it taken care of. But hopefully it's pretty simple, and it will be fun for you guys. All right, miss you guys. Have a great time doing the project, and we will talk to you later.